Did you know what Jesus called the throne of Satan is closed temporarily for renovations? Stick around, we're going to talk about this. We're going to explore the Pergamum Museum in Berlin, Germany, the throne of Satan. Well, since we can't go in, we can use Google Earth to fly in here and take a look inside. So what we're looking at here is the throne of Zeus at Pergamum. So here's a total still picture of it. Here's one from back in the day, kind of a full view of it. Here's another one. So who called it the throne of Satan? Well, that was Jesus. If you read here in Revelation, he sends a message to the church of Pergamum. He says, I know where you dwell, where Satan's throne is, yet you hold fast to my name and you do not deny my faith, even in the days of Antipas, my faithful witness, who was killed among you where Satan dwells. Jesus lived in a Roman and Greek world where many, many people worship Zeus. And he knew that this guy can go by any other names. And he's this guy right here. So Satan is Zeus. So if you stuck with me this far, keep on sticking with me, because the history of this gets really, really strange. The altar of Zeus was originally located in the ancient city of Pergamum. That's somewhere in Turkey today. In the early 1900s, the temple was disassembled as a spoils of war and moved to Berlin, Germany, where they built the Pergamum Museum. Yep, that's about 2,400 kilometers. It's a pretty long way, huh? We hop back into the word a little bit, and we notice that Jesus himself called it the throne of Satan. He also mentioned this guy named Antipas. That's that guy right here. He doesn't look very happy. Well, he probably wasn't, because the way that he was unalived. This is where the strangeness starts. In ancient Pergamum, there was a golden calf in front of the throne of Zeus. This was another spoils of war from the Romans conquering Baal. And they would offer human unaliving things, I don't know how to say this without getting canceled, by putting someone in this golden calf and kind of, you can see the picture there, I'll just point. And that was supposed to be a sacrifice to Zeus. You notice Romans took over the gods of the people that they conquered. So they took this golden calf and put it in the throne of Zeus, kind of as a symbolism that Zeus is the supreme god. I told you it was going to get weird. In the late 1930s, early 1940s, a certain German chancellor took a pretty big interest in this. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to know why. It was the throne of Satan. And this certain German chancellor was, let's just say, not a good guy. He knew how evil this place really was. So he started his campaign of mass unaliving of people from this spot right here. Told you to stick with me. It's going to get weird. That's one level of weird. We're going to turn it up another notch. Fast forward to the early 2000s, there was a young United States senator who took a really huge liking to ancient Roman and Greek structures, especially the Pergamum altar. As a matter of fact, he took such a liking to it that he used it for his inspiration for his 2008 Democratic National Convention acceptance speech. I'm sure that's just a coincidence because, he really, really liked Greek and Roman architecture. With its dark history, some things might not need to be reopened, but the renovations to this are going to be completed in 14 years. Thanks for sticking with me this long. Remember, the hyperlink is about digging one level deeper, slowing down a little bit, and when you do, you'll find that the real truth is much, much more weirder and more interesting than just a skim. Follow me for more. God bless you.